Hi children, welcome to Electron Chemistry Center. We are continuing the previous session, that is JER NEET practice test questions, right? Question number 5, compressibility factor expression for H2 behaving as the real gas is. There are 4 options given, right? This question is from states of matter. So as you know, compressibility factor, which is indicated by the symbol Z. Z is equal to PV by RT. So if you draw the graph between PV versus pressure, right? So it gives a graph like this, few of the gases, and few of the gases behaves like this, right? So he said very clearly compressibility factor expression for H2 behaving as a real gas. Generally H2 and He. For these gases, okay, we can give these graphs. So for this region, compressibility factor will be greater than 1. Z value will be greater than 1. So to be greater than 1, so it should be 1 plus Pb by RT. So option 3 is the correct answer for this, right? Let's move on to the next question. Now the next question is, strongest conjugate base among the following is. They have given Cn minus, ClO4 minus, Cl minus and OH minus. So this question is from ionic equilibrium chapter. As you know, every weak acid has a strong conjugate base. So conjugate base I am denoting it as Cb, weak acid I am denoting it as W. For suppose if I give the corresponding acids, so that is HCN, hydrogen cyanide, HClO4, perchloric acid, HCl and H2O. These are the corresponding acids I can give it. HCN, HClO4, HCl and H2O, as you know. So obviously corresponding conjugate bases can be taken as Cn minus, ClO4 minus, Cl minus and OH minus. But as you know, perchloric acid is the strongest acid among all of these, and hydrochloric acid is strongest acid. So obviously these are weak conjugate bases. Now the competition runs between HCN and H2O. Among these, water is a weak acid compared to HCN. So weak acid has a strong conjugate base. So OH minus is the strong conjugate base. So option 4 is your correct answer, right? Children, now the next question is from solid state, class 12. It's very interesting question. This question actually related to derivation of the formula based on the given data. Unit cell of a binary cell is composed of two metals A and B, and which structure it is having? CCP, cubic closed packing, which is also known as FCC, right? In which A atoms are occupying the corners. A atoms are occupying the corners in the sense, what you can take it, 8 into 1 by 8 actually, right? B atoms are occupying the centers of each face, right, of the cube, but 2 atoms of A are missing. They mention it very clearly, 2 atoms of A are missing. That means A atoms becomes 6, no? 8 atoms are there. So 2 atoms are missing in the sense, what I can take it, 6 into 1 by 8. It can be taken it as a 3 by 4. Now similarly, B if you consider. So B atoms are occupying centers of each face. So face centers are 6. Its contribution is half, right? So I can take it as a 3. Right? Now what is the formula? Formula can be taken as A 3 by 4 and B 3. We should convert into whole number. So A, what I can take it here, A 3 by 4, multiply with 4, B here multiply with 4, 12. This 4 gets cancelled. Then A3 B 12. So A3 B 12 in the sense, what I'll get it? AB4. Okay, AB4 is there in which option? Option 2 is the correct answer for this. Hope you understand, right? Let's move on to the next question. Now the next question, that is question number 8. It is from atomic structure. Very interesting question. which among the following is an incorrect order against to the property mentioned? They have given four options. In that they are asking you to find it out the incorrect order, right? So we have to find it out the incorrect order among them. So let's solve the first option. Number of radial nodes. See, parallelly we are covering few concepts also while we are solving the questions. Radial nodes, what is the formula? N minus L minus 1. So what are the orbitals given? 3s, n value is 3, L value 0, minus 1 is equal to 2, right? Now what is the next orbital? 2s. So 2 minus 0 minus 1, it can be taken it as 1. Now what is the next orbital? 1s. It will be 1 minus 0 minus 1, it will be 0. So the number of radial nodes order, that is 3s greater than 2s greater than 1s. So that is a correct order, right? There is nothing wrong in it. Now let's check the statement number 2. Order of energies of orbitals E2SH greater than E2SLi greater than E2SK, potassium, right? So what is happening here? Hydrogen, what is the configuration? 1s1. And lithium, what is the configuration? 1s2, 2s1. Potassium, what is the configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, right? So if you observe it, here what is happening to the n value? N value of the outermost shell is increasing. So you have to check the energies. So as we know the relation, energy is inversely proportional to the n square. So what does it mean? N value increases, energy value decreases, right? So that means the order is hydrogen greater than lithium greater than potassium. This is also correct. It's not an incorrect order, it's correct order only, right? Now let's move on to the third option. Order of the de Broglie's wavelength, if their velocities are same, they have given this order. You have to check it whether it is correct or not. De Broglie's wavelength in the sense lambda is equal to h by mv, right? Lambda is equal to h by mv. So anyway, velocities are same, constant. So Planck's constant, that is also constant. So relation can be established as lambda is inversely proportional to 1 by m. But you have to take it that m as molar mass only, right? Molar mass of helium is how much? 4. Molar mass of H2 is how much? 2. Molar mass of O2 is how much? 32. Molar mass of N2 is how much? 28, right? So the one which is having low molar mass, it is having highest wavelength. So the lambda can be arranged as, how you will arrange the lambda? He greater than, right? So He, that is having the lowest mass, no, H2, sorry, H2 greater than, He greater than, N2 greater than O2. This is the order supposed to be, but the order given He greater than, H2 greater than, O2 greater than N2. So this should be the incorrect statement, but the correct answer. Understood the point? But even we'll check the option number 4 as we are revising the concepts also. Order of the distance between successive orbits r2 minus r1 is less than r3 minus r2. But as we have the formula, radius of nth orbit will be is equal to 0.529 n square upon z. So what does it mean? Radius of nth orbit is directly proportional to n square. So n value increases, radius of orbit also increases. So successive orbit radius difference also increases. So obviously r3 minus r2 will be greater than r2 minus r1, right? Next question, question number 9. WOF in the sense which of the following, okay? Which of the following group of species are not isostructural? So this question is from chemical bonding, class 11. See, most of the time in the NEET exam or in the JEE Mains examination, these questions are frequently asking. Iso means same, structural. Isostructural in the sense same structure. They should have a same geometry or same shape, you can say. But they said, okay, which of the following group of species are not isostructural? So they should not have the same geometry. First one, if you see boron trifluoride, which is well known, the shape is trigonal planar. sp2 hybridization. Similarly, SO3, which is having shape trigonal planar, SO3. And now we have ClF3 which is having a shape T shape, right? So these two are of same, but okay, it is ClF3 is not having the same shape as that of BF3 or SO3, you can say, right? Now the second one you can see CCl4, SnCl4, NH4 plus, all these are having tetrahedral shape. Now option 3 you can check it, XeF2, xenon difluoride, mercurous chloride, beryllium chloride, all these are having linear geometry, same geometry only, right? Now you can check it, ammonia, NH3, as well as H3O plus, hydronium ion, PCl3, all these are having pyramidal geometry. So these three set of species are isostructural, these three are isostructural, these three are isostructural, but these three are not isostructural. So option 1 is the correct answer for us. Okay. So our next question, it is theoretical question only. The method of zone refining. This question is from a chapter called Metallurgy, General Principles of Isolation of Elements, Metallurgy class 12 chapter. Zone refining is a purification method for isolation of the metals. Zone refining is also called as fractional crystallization. So what is the principle? Principle, you can see, greater solubility of the impurity in the molten state than in the solid state. Impurities are more soluble in the molten state than in the solid state. This is the principle involved in zone refining or fractional crystallization, that you can directly identify it. Okay.